bouncing a little.
Yeah. Oh.
There it goes.
Put your ambers on. Let's go check on them.
Sheriff's office. All right, let's jet around before they close this off. Heck, even on this road, that truck's leaning pretty good.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
What is up, team?
Hey, there we are. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
You, I do. What's up?
Doing good. Yeah, it's been a long week. We know we got a lot of people off this week, so we're just sprinkling in shows as we can. But yeah, it's great to be back. Great to be back on this Thursday. I know I got a double header tonight, so let's get into it.
Let's get it, man. So, everybody, welcome to Rise of America. This is who we are. Thank you for joining to us. Right here on my screen, at least, you can join into our website, riseofamerica.com. Merch, everything else, join into it. It's beautiful. You can see all our different channels, our different sites, our merch. Join into us on our Discord.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. So that being said, Senior AK, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. Yeah, so not a lot happened this week. I mean, we had the State of the Union that we did on Tuesday. That was a lot of fun. And then not much yesterday, and then today we had the thing with Hillary Clinton, which was interesting. Yeah. But a lot of other things happened in between that time frame too, so we're going to go ahead and talk about some of those events. Some people might know, some people might not know. So we have that. We have what's going on in the Danish Parliament. A couple of stories about the FBI, but let's go ahead and get started with the Hill.
But by the way, I know it's a little different, but we have our boy, our producer here. This is Brian. Brian's face. He is the most shy man you could ever see. He hates it. Right. So don't look at his face. Look at his face. This is our beautiful man right here. Everybody, I hope you guys appreciate the face to the majesty of what helps us and what we do. So
Exactly.
this is the man master behind everything. So
Right.
yeah, run it off, man.
All right, so let's go with the Hill. So this is Hillary Clinton says she does not recall meeting Epstein as oversight deposition kicks off. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton told the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee in a deposition on Tuesday that she had no information about the criminal activities of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell, or Ghislaine, however you want to say it. And she did not recall ever encountering Epstein. Quote, as I stated in my sworn declaration on January 13th, I had no idea about their criminal activities. I do not ever recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. Now,
keep reading. There's a lot to say.
Okay.
I'm like,
All right. Clinton said in a prepared opening statement that she posted on social media, I never flew on his plane or visited his island, homes, or offices. I've got nothing to add to that. We know who did, though. The deposition taking place Thursday in Chappaqua,
Yeah.
New York, comes after former First Lady, former President Clinton reversed course earlier this month and agreed to sit for depositions to avoid being held in contempt of Congress for defying her congressional subpoena. The former president, who had documented friendship with Epstein and flew on his plane a few times, 27, in the early 2000s, is scheduled to sit for a deposition on Friday. No one is accusing at this moment the Clintons of any wrongdoing. They're going to have due process. And this is from James Comer. James Comer was on this for the last month and a half, I believe. He's been on Benny Johnson a couple times and talked about this.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, knowing what her husband, former president, was in and about. There's no way you didn't know. I'm not saying that she knew what happened, during the flights and stuff, but there's no way that she didn't know that he was with Epstein.
So I'll play devil advocate on this one. I grew up with Jeffrey Epstein. I grew up with JFK. I grew up with JFK Jr. I grew up with all these people. Like, I've been saying for years, I know these people. Like, I've grown up with this. I actually, this one thing, what you read, I generally think, growing up with them, she's right. Like, I think she's actually telling the truth. She is, turning a cheek. In my opinion, this is my opinion. This is not.
Right. Yeah, I feel like she could be right. And also, I think she's using the cloak of her husband being former president of the United States.
But this is before. No, this is before. This is before and during. Like I said, I know the Clintons. I know the Kennedys. I know Jeffrey. I know all this. And I also know, but no one knows where it's at. It's right here. This is not Long Island.
No,
I think it truly was just don't talk, don't tell, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you see this in a lot of smaller communities too, especially if they have a problem with something similar. They kind of handle it internally, and sometimes handling it internally doesn't necessarily mean that the problem gets solved. It's more of let's just steer clear from this person and let them live their lives doing stuff over there, right?
No,
but when you have all of these powerful people with all of this money that are running institutions, that's completely different. Now, I'm not saying that in a smaller community that's the right way either. I'm just saying that it's magnified infinitely when you are the type of people that are supposed to be the faces of our communities, the faces of our country, the faces of our institutions. You have a steadfast responsibility to have the best interest of the American people.
20 years. I'm telling you, I know these people. These people are I know them. I personally know everybody that we talk about.
What's up,
These
Iris?
are people like I went to parties with, like I went to like Christmas with. I know all these people. I know for a fact. Like I don't know. You know, you can play you know, you don't know on this one, but like I genuinely think that she is telling the truth on this one. Like she was purposely naive, and I can guarantee you. Like obviously,
Purposely
like,
naive is another term for maintaining plausible deniability.
probable deniability, but it's almost like a cuckness, if you would.
Right. This is from.
It is a cuckness. She, like I said, I grew up with this family. I've been saying this for 2 years. Like I grew up with the Kennedys, I grew up with the Clintons, I grew up with all these people. I know these people personally. I think she's telling the truth. Like, I really think she's telling the truth. I think she just did it as like, okay, I'll turn the other cheek. On this, in my opinion, this one specific thing, what we're talking about, I think she's actually being correct, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, I think she's actually telling the truth. She did not know.
Right.
Now,
So
the deniable plausibility afterwards, yes, but it's right here versus right there.
right.
Right
So
here, she didn't know. Right here, she's gonna have an idea.
got it.
My
So
opinion.
so this is from the Benny Show. This was so for some reason the deposition was stopped, and I'm guessing we're going to find out exactly why. Now, I don't know if everybody can hear this. Let me see if I can turn this up.
That's fun. But I'm just saying, like,
It's good.
before someone talks, but like, shit, man.
Okay.
Like, I know them. Like, I personally know the Clintons. I personally know the Kennedys. I personally know everybody. I've been saying it for 2 years. I know the whole thing.
All right, hold on a second. We got this video playing. Let's see if we can hear it.
Yeah, once he gets up, that's fine. We can talk. But nah, man. I would say like she's gonna say no to this, which is true. The question was not this; it's this. Does she know after at this point? Sure. This. No. No, that's questioning.
All right, let's.
Let's hear it. Brian, what do you think?
I heard the Benny Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't hear anybody. I just see people walking away.
I heard him drop the name Benny Johnson, and from what I understand, AK, they paused the briefing because they found out a photo had been leaked. And when they traced it down, Benny Johnson played it, and they figured out that it was Lauren Boebert, who was part of the team deposing Mrs. Clinton, had taken a picture, which was a big no-no because of congressional, rules. This was a congressional deposition, and
Brian, so like for me and everyone else, like why would that be a big no-no? Like why?
because part of the agreement that the committee had come to with the Clintons is that any testimony and any depositions would be behind closed doors.
But how would that play, like, if they said, let's do it open doors, which, after like the whole shit, which they should be locked up for, not doing it, but now they're saying they are doing it. But like, wherein lies that difference?
I mean, personally, I believe that because of the public interest of all this, it should have been an open hearing, open testimony. But It's the Clintons, and like it or not, they still have a lot of power. They still have a lot of influence.
I know. Yeah, very well.
So that's the rules that they agreed to, and yeah. I got nothing else on this, but
it's a play because they can. Like, it's literally because they can. There's nothing else. It's just because they can, correct? Because they can. Yeah, because they know. No, I've known them. Like, I talked to my pops about this, for years. probably like 30 years. I've known about this whole thing. I've said it for years. You know, AK, before we started this, like when you and me used to beer pong, was this not like one of the conversations I always talk about all the time?
Mm-hmm. No, you were talking about not necessarily that you were connected to them.
Pizza thing. I talked about.
Oh yeah, but you talked about the pizza. That's crazy because we were talking about that last week in Roma Nation. So yeah, and the thing is that when you live near these people, they're around all the time, right? Like you see them all the time in like you'll see them in passing, you will see them in restaurants, they'll be meeting with very powerful people. Like you won't see that in Kansas City, Missouri, but in New York City, you'll see it all the time.
Dude, me, I grew up with them. Like I know them. I personally know all these fuckers. Like my father, he tried to get assassinated 2 times because he didn't agree with us. These people are nasty.
Right.
Like when I'm like point at me, like I know for a fact, like I know this.
Right. All right. Let's jump. Let's Let's jump on to the next story because we got a couple more things we got to get with you. This is from NBC News. Go ahead and play that clip.
Tonight, with tensions soaring between the U.S. and Cuba, new fears of an escalation.
Hopefully, it's not as bad as we fear it could be, but can't say more because I just don't know more.
The Cuban Interior Ministry saying 4 people were shot and killed and 6 others injured after Cuba's Border Patrol intercepted a speedboat in Cuban waters. They say the speedboat was registered in Florida and that all of this happened off Cayo Falcones on the island's northwest coast, where Cuban officials say passengers in the speedboat opened fire on Cuba's Border Patrol as they approached, and Cuban officers fired back. The Cuban regime claimed on TV tonight that a Border Patrol commander was injured and that Cuba will protect its territorial waters.
Particularly in that region of the world, which is like a powder cake, right? Could blow up at any time.
Late tonight, Secretary of State Marco Rubio had this to say.
It is highly unusual to see shootouts in open sea like that. But we're going to find out. We're not going to base our conclusions on what they've told us.
All of it as President Trump is amping up pressure on Cuba's communist regime, blocking virtually all oil shipments to the island. President Trump has been telling the Cuban regime to make a deal.
Cuba is right now a failed nation, and they don't even have jet fuel to get for airplanes to take off.
Jose joins us live now. At this point, Jose, we're only hearing from the Cuban side here, and we still don't even know if Americans.
I'll go ahead and cut it off there.
Yeah,
we are only getting the Cuban side of the story at this point.
Right. And the first thing I want to know,
there's no Cuban side of this. It's what they want us to hear. When it comes down to it, it's what they want us to hear. Like, AK, go off on.
Well, that works on our end too, right?
No, it doesn't. No, absolutely not. I disagree.
Why so?
I'm
not talking about this specific incident, but with a lot of.
No, I'm 100% talking about this. I'm literally talking about 100% this incident.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah.
100%. No, it's
no. I agree with that. But
yeah, no. I mean, like, but there's no media. There's no social media on Cuba. You know, there's like, for instance, fact of the matter is, you're seeing. We saw these videos. Team, you see these videos, these photos. Now, team, do yourself a favor. On your phone or your laptop, wherever you're looking, grab another tab and look at actual Cuba. What you're seeing is not what Cuba looks like. It's awful. Like, it's dirty. It's destitute. It is like Haiti. True Cuba is like Haiti, and that's a fact of the matter. So when they're saying this, like, nah, dude, no, I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking at this is a picture of a Cuban Coast Guard vessel, the port, and look how rusty and run down and shitty it is.
The whole country is destitute. So they're saying like, oh, this and that, like, no. Now when they're saying, oh, we killed some people, yeah, no, that's a fact of the matter. I believe that.
Well, the first thing
I don't know. How to deliver wine, dude?
No, the first thing I want to know is, like, can a speedboat get from the southern tip of Florida all the way down to Cuba? I mean, I know that there are certain ships in boats that can, but
absolutely. You get miles. How long? Think about it. So I know that you don't live here anymore, but here in Florida, it's 80 miles. So, I mean, like, think about this: the amount of time it takes you to know what's going on, assimilate what's going on, grab a team that's going on, which we are the best. Factual of the matter is, we are the best when it comes down to 80 miles is like 45 minutes. Because they're running probably 125, 150 miles an hour. Hard to believe, but it's real. No. In fact, they do that, we're already there. Well, not we, but they're there.
So, but then you have to think about like the radar detection systems and things like that. I mean, there are boats that come in and out of Cuba all the time. Not necessarily.
Even better reason for the argument on that benefits me on this argument. Like, I'm playing like the devil's avocado on this one. No, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I used to have that money shipped over. I know this very well. You cannot from point A to point B for 80 miles. You can't do it. They're already done. No,
this really has some weird. This really has some weird. Like, I know there's going to be a bunch of conspiracies and things that are going to come out about this.
Conspiracy is what?
When you look at, hold on, I'm getting there. So when you look at a lot of the stuff that's happening with people taking their boats from different countries in South America over into the.
We're not talking about other countries, dude. We're talking about Cuba.
I get that. Hold on.
So then don't talk about other countries. Talk about Cuba.
Let me cook. So
cook,
so
man.
when there's a we have video evidence, right, of cartels and stuff driving their boats with coming over to us. So it is very easy to do, especially if you have the proper equipment to do so. Typically a government is going to have that. Cuba, on the other hand, we've yet to see any released footage of not only the boat, but the guns, the weapons, if they've recovered any people. I mean, they say they have hostages or whatnot, but
no, dude. I'm on your side, dude. I am on your side, but from a guy who used to ship this stuff. Nah, dude. How are you gonna have all? I am for us, but I'm telling you.
All right. Well,
think about it. It's impossible, dude. It's literally impossible to get everyone.
Hold on. Brian's got a point. What's up?
Well, think about this. This was a boat, not a big, deep ocean vessel. This was a boat, right? And I know there are boats that can get from Florida to Cuba, no problem. But think about this. This was Cuba's Coast Guard that engaged. Think about how close they got to the Cuban coast, and they were engaged by another vessel, by another seagoing vessel.
They don't do. I'm literally telling you, they don't do that. They don't do submersive from Cuba to Miami. I'm telling you for a fact, they run speedboats. They do not submersive. I'm telling you, as the guy, they don't run submersive.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make was it wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't an airplane. Trump was right. Trump's right. They can't fly. They don't have jet fuel. So. And that a small speedboat, cigarette boat, whatever it was, can get that close to Cuba before they're engaged. I mean, that tells you a lot about the state of the regime there. And that's my piece.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely. But you know what? When you have fucking say $350 million on a broke fucking country, they're gonna run it. Because they're gonna find other petroleum. That money is going to petroleum, and they'll find something, and then they're gonna run it on the idea that, you know, oh hey, we'll find something. Fun fact, they're not going to, because you want to know why? Because we're gonna fucking strike them. But they don't know that.
I don't know about a strike, but they're definitely some kind of hammer is going to come down once they find out that this is.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is what I know. This is what I know very well.
Shall we transition to another story that you're well versed on, Tay?
Sure.
From the Times of Israel.
And why is it not going on stage? Add to stage. Come on.
Are we talking about the F-22s?
The F-22s, this is your baby.
All right, so hey, so I'm on that thing. Tony, read it off.
All right, so U.S. F-22 stealth fighters deployed at Israel Air Force Base in South as U.S. builds up forces. American F-22 stealth fighter jets that departed from the United Kingdom earlier today are being deployed at an Israeli Air Force base in southern Israel as part of the United States' massive buildup of military forces in the Middle East. The Times of Israel have learned a total of 12 F-22s were seen taken off from Royal Air Force Base, Lakenheath in England, although one reportedly returned to airbase due to a technical issue. The stealth fighters had arrived in Lakenheath last week and remained there for several days, reportedly due to issues with their accompanying refuelers. Interesting. The movement of the jets in the Middle East comes as U.S. President Donald Trump considers whether to take military action against Iran. Dozens of fighter jets, including F-35s, F-22s, F-15s, F-16s, have been spotted heading to the Middle East by the Military Air Tracking Alliance, a team of about 30 open source analysts that routinely analyzes military and government flight activity in recent days. Yeah, so
let me know when you talk. Let me know when.
All right, I want to say something real quick, and then I'm just going to give it to you. So, they usually don't send the Raptors over there unless they mean business. I mean, this is it's clear that Iran has created some atrocities over there, and they're about to pay for it. They are seriously about to pay for it. I am one to believe that we shouldn't be in other people's business. You know, if their country is the way that it is, then their people
I 100% for that
should have to. They should take care of it, right? Like it's one thing to be the world police. It's another thing to be the police inside of someone else's border, unless they're like literally committing genocide. Now we can decide, you know, what number.
30,000 people in 2 days? Genocide? No, that's wild. 30,000 people killed in protest.
Again,
that's not genocide.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that there's not really a.
There's not what a bigger thing. The only time any other people have died that amount of time in human history was D-Day, and that was only by like a few thousand. God rest their souls.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying
is genocide.
I get it. That what I'm saying is that number changes based on the brain that's relaying the information, right?
No, the number doesn't change. 30,000 human souls.
I didn't say you were wrong. I didn't say you were
Ryan,
wrong.
AK, us. No, fuck these people. Fuck them. They don't want to be. They don't. The whole regime is fucked, dude. Nah, you cannot say like, oh, this and that. Like, talk less of. These are human souls, dude. These are people. You cannot talk less than with these people. That is when people talk like that, like I'm not saying you, but it's like, fuck man. These are human souls. Like, I love my mom. I love my cousin. I love my brother. I love you. You know, these are the same people. These are the same people like we are. And they're getting fucking murdered. These are not just. This is not a number, dude. It's not just this is 1% genocide, man. Fuck that. Absolutely. And then going into that, we got was it 4 or 5 fucking fuelers going from yesterday, like flying down and into that. So then the F-22s and as it price, what was it? 14 and Brian, what was it? 14 and 15, 17? What was the numbers you said?
I remember it said, what? It was 1,300 miles, something like that.
Yeah, we'll say between the 22 and 35, completely different things. But we'll put it this way: we have on that. So what was it? We'll say 12 and 1,500 on that between the two, somewhere in that. You know, nah, dude. So then cut that in half. That's that. So we have 4 or 5 refuelers, fucking ACs running this shit. Nah, dude. Like, this place is where I get fucked. And you know the thing about it? Like, I really have a hardcore. So, Brian, let me run on this one. You want to talk about fucking rants? No. Fuck this regime. These people are fucking awesome. None of these people even want to fucking be fucking Muslim. Like, they hate it. Like, you can't be gay. You can't do shit. Anything you do, you get fucking killed. You know? Like, you want to be gay, cool. It's not my thing. If you want to be a fucking queer, cool, perfect. If you want to be something else, whatever. If you want to have another idea, cool, perfect. I don't like it. Now, do I think you should be fucking killed and murdered? Fuck no. But when you have fucking 4 or 5 refuelers, strategically, when you have 4 or 5 refuelers running in the air to one fucking country, shit is about to go down. And I told you on Tuesday, shit is about to go down. When you have that, it's about to go down. On limit range bombers and missile strikers and fighters, F4 Phantom is fucking fastest fucking shit ever. They don't even have F4 Phantoms that can fucking run properly. And they run fucking 700 miles an hour faster. They can't do it. They don't have the same guns. They don't have the same fucking ammo. They don't have the same. No, we can strike that shit fucking miles ahead of time. Even if they're fast. Fuck them, dude. Fuck these people. These people suck. Not the constituents, not the people of the fucking country. These people are literally dying. 30 fucking thousand people in 2 days that died in protest. You have some fucking libtards fucking like whining and crying like, oh, hey, this guy, like, oh, this and that. Like, nah, dude.
Well, you also have to remember that
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
A lot of us don't. Well, almost all of us don't live over there, so we're not actually going.
We don't. But here's the thing. We don't. That's the fact of the matter is we don't live over there. So get over the fact of like this whole like idea like woe is me. Fuck that, dude. We got F-22s, F-35s. We got F-47s. We literally have F-47s flying out there. You want to know why there was no F-22s and F-35s over at the Super Bowl? It's because they were already over in the Middle East. That's the exact reason. That's why they're running like F-14s. It's because there's no B-2s, there's no B-21s or B-22s or any of that, the new stuff. It's because we already engaged. We have we already have, you got Abraham Lincoln and Brian, fill me up on the other character. If you can. Not Abraham Lincoln. We already have it.
Yeah, we've got 2 carriers over there. The Lincoln, I forget the name of the other one.
We could take over any fucking country with one fucking carrier. Doesn't fucking matter. I don't care what everyone fucking says. And then fuck that guy that's running the country.
All right,
he's a piece of shit. People want to be. Let me finish this off. Give me like 1 minute. Nah, fuck this man. Like I am hot on this. These people like literally en masse are going to Christianity because you want to know what? Every country that goes to fucking Islam or something else, you know what they go to at the end? They go to fucking Christianity. And like that's not the point of our show. But you know what? It just shows the fact that these people are so depressed that when you have 30,000 people willing to give their life up in 2 days, murdered, be slaved down like by machine guns, heavy machine guns, 50 calibers. Fight this country. And you know what? We're about to do it. We're about to free these people, help them out, and do that. It's like I can go on for fucking hours on this. And like,
Well,
I just, you know what? We don't even need a carrier to fucking conquer this country. Just fuck this country.
Yeah.
No, not fuck the country. Fuck that regime, man. These people, did you know that the women are those women there are probably the smartest in the world? The whole entire country is probably the smartest in the world, but they're being fucking, suppressed. That's not even like a opinion. It's like a true thing. It's fucked.
Yeah.
I want them to be better. I want them to not be better. I want them to fucking.
I'm gonna have to ask some of my Muslim friends that have family over there to kind of get a little bit more context. Maybe
I know where to ask some Muslim friends.
I'll have that. Yeah, I'll have that set up probably next week. Next week things are going to be going down. All right, we know
your Middle Eastern friends.
Yeah, but I would like to get sort of some opinions before things go down. But anyways, we have to move on because we're running up against it here. All right, so this is from Fox News. FBI raids home and offices of major Los Angeles school district superintendent Alberto Carvalho.
Sounds right.
Yeah, leads the nation's second largest school system. Federal agents search multiple properties. Let's see here. Federal officers conducted a search Wednesday related to the superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District. Federal officers told Fox Digital News. Investigators reportedly targeted Alberto Carvalho's home in San Pedro at the school district's downtown headquarters. FBI agents also raided Miami property linked to the school executive. Kyron McAvoy, a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Central District of California, confirmed that the search warrants were judicially approved, but declined to provide additional details and nature of the investigation. Nothing that warrants remain under seal. Carvalho has led the LAUSD, the nation's second largest school system, since early 2022. He also recently unanimously reappointed the position in September 2025. LAUSD released a statement saying the district is fully cooperating with federal officers. Quote, "We have been informed of law enforcement activity in Los Angeles Unified School District headquarters and the home of the superintendent. The district is cooperating with the investigation." Now, it's weird that they're cooperating with this investigation because they're not cooperating with other things, right? And it begs the question, like, it's not about what you say, it's about what you do in your actions, right? And when you're allowing this but not allowing federal agents to go in, let's say, with immigration enforcement or with the election integrity or with all that other stuff, but yet are willing to do this, you're telling on yourself, right? I know this is kind of like a side quest here, but
you're 100% right, dude. You're 100% right. I'm not even ranting on this. You're right. Like, I'm giving it to you. Like, you're just right.
Exactly. So it's not that difficult to figure out what people's motives are and what people are trying to protect. It's not. This isn't like 50 years ago where you could hold a secret in one town and then move to the other and then just be scot-free and clean. That doesn't work anymore, right? So people can figure you out based off of what you say and what you don't say and what your actions are.
But here lies the problem with that. Exactly everything you said. Everything you said is 100% right. But you know what? All these people in that area are, I'm not going to say they're dumb, they're constituents. They don't know. They don't know what's going on. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They might hear it one time, they might see it one time, and then that's it. Like, we're talking about it, and like, No, thank our viewers. We love you. Like, you guys know about it. But, like, these people that we're talking about, like, we're getting more viewers on this than what's actually the people that live there. Like, they're not gonna focus on that. They're not gonna do it, and that's a problem. I mean, how can we get to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's another thing that has been brought up, and that is that this school. What is his name? I guess it's the superintendent, right? I don't even think he's I think he's a citizen now, but he was an illegal immigrant when he came into the country, and is now running the
second largest school district.
Yeah, second largest school district. Now, this is I'm not saying whether it's speculation or not, but I believe that he said something about him being an undocumented immigrant on camera coming into this country. Now, was he part of DACA? I doubt it, because DACA was what, 2012?
But that's kind of like the goose and the gander kind of conversation, though. It's like, you know,
I just want to point out, this is allegedly the guy's home in San Pedro. I mean, the head of the second largest school district in the United States, I don't know what the man's salary is, but that's a very modest home. That's a very modest looking home for a man in that position.
It is a modest home, but I think this part of LA it's a really nice part of LA. It's just, you got to remember, all these houses are old.
Right.
And they're very
Now, is it modest home? Is it modest home from what we're used to, because all these fuckers are just like obstructing the system and using money to get nice homes? Or is it a modest home because we are normal people?
Right.
That is not a modest home. Like, I live in a condo, you know, like, I've seen y'all's houses, beautiful houses, but like, we don't live in that at all. We live in modest. That is not modest.
No, I don't live in modest. I live in the ghetto, but
yeah, well, we're not too far from everything. But my point still stands. You know, my point still stands. Like, the modest is it modest because of what they're living in that we're used to seeing, or is it modest on what they should be living in and how they're, you know, representing the constituents?
I mean, he's not living in Beverly Hills, so I think. Yeah. I think as far as that's concerned, in running the second largest district, I think that warrants probably the second largest salary, right?
You're still getting lose.
So I'm not gonna. So I mean, that's hit or miss for me. I mean, it looks.
My point still stands.
Moderate house, which is fine, but we really don't have enough information on what's going on here. I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about this next week at some point. Because if they're going in and getting a bunch of information from him, then this might be something similar to what's going on in Minnesota, right? Because when you have huge districts that get all these swaths of cash and money from the federal government, it's really easy to start misplacing things here or there, because you're in charge of it, right? You are in charge of the budget. You are in charge of where things go, right?
And you have 120,000, like, you know, shit, like, don't know what you make, you don't know what I make, like, producer, I don't know what you make, but if we made
my annual income is almost $0, but go ahead.
All right, $0, and, you know, AK, don't know what you make, but that being said, $120,000 on one point, we cannot buy that house at $120,000.
Wow, he makes $440,000 a year.
Well,
thank you.
Well,
point proven. I make $420,000 after 120. That's one.
Hey, boss, I'm looking at the time. Do we want to do this NASA segment or go straight to Caption This?
Caption This. Push the button. Push it.
I gotta get it set up first. I can't just go pushing buttons. I gotta be ready.
Don't push the red one though.
We got 15.
All right, folks, welcome to Caption This. You know what Caption This is? In our Discord, we have an AI image dump where everybody dumps all the funniest, the most crude, the insane meme pictures that we've ever seen, right? What Brian does is every single day he goes into our AI image dump, he picks what he thinks is the best AI image, and he brings it on for Sunset Rants, and it is up for you in the audience to come up with the best caption for this image. So, ladies and gentlemen, caption this. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, so I'm out on this one.
Oh no, I'm definitely in. Give me a second.
You might win it by default. The chat's pretty light tonight, so
yeah, it is.
I generated the image, and in case, dear audience, if you were wondering, it is inspired by the State of the Union. So that's all an incident that occurred at the State of the Union address Tuesday night. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I'm staying off of this one.
Punch Monkey was here.
I'm going to stay off of this one.
That was the first thing that popped into my mind, and I was like, done.
Well, are you staying off of this? Or... Yeah, no,
we should probably. All right, that one's mine, but we could definitely save this one for Monday. Oh man, this is hilarious.
Oh, we got one from Rumble.
Uh-oh.
It's Rebel. You just beat Rebel to it.
Gotcha.
I'm not even winning, dude. I'm 100% off of this one. Let's see you guys.
Yeah. Well, this is one of those captions that can be really funny or it can go south very quickly.
Oh, okay. Rebel's got around. Those who rejected punch reject reason.
I'll
just share that tab out. Yeah.
Oh man.
Those who reject punch reject reason.
Oh, this is hilarious. Hold on. Let me see if I can double this up. Duplicate, move this over here. Refresh. Why is it not loading?
What, your chat's not loading?
No. It's not the chat. I was trying to pull up a video, but it's giving me the beach ball of death over here. So I'm just gonna leave it alone before it infects the rest of my computer. But Benny Johnson put up a post that said, "I pissed off Hillary Clinton today, and I am not suicidal." and then he posted a video. You know that video where it shows the guy when they say something smooth, and it shows the guy dancing in the club, and it has Benny Johnson's face on it.
Well, we got another submission from Blind SK89. Monkeys on Hill.
Oh no. I don't know what that's referring to, but I'm not going to speculate.
I best not to. Oh, Blind Skate 89. Blind skate 89. Monkeys on the hill. Rebels no deal. Those who reject punch reject reason. And AK Punch Monkey was here.
I got one more. Give me a second.
I mean, I asked it for for a diverse group of primates. I see like one chip, a few orangutans, but looks like everything else is gorillas.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, folks. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe button. Find us at riseofmiddleamerica.com, where we have a myriad of shows. Upper right-hand corner, that's our socials. Down at the bottom, we've got our merch site where you can make a monetary contribution to keep the lights on, have us pushing forward. We got some big things coming up here in the future. I've got a new show. It's going to be a monthly show, almost like documentary style, that I have coming out here soon. And once I'm allowed to bring out the specifics on what I'm doing, I will definitely let you guys know, but you're not going to want to miss out on that. And this is going to be an exclusive for members of YouTube and for Rumble. All right, so you'll only be able to see it if you subscribe to my YouTube and my Rumble. So make sure you guys get on it. RiseOfMiddleAmerica.com. You can find me at @TheRealRoma_AK. AP2Tay. Right over here. Same thing. And then Brian's just Brian, alleged producer.
Yeah, I'm nobody special.
He's special to me. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you on Monday. Brian, roll the clip.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.